So just got done dropping Jaimie off at the clinic. Getting ready to head over to get a cup of coffee. And so as we're pulling up to the clinic, just down the road over there, um, there's this lady. She's like walking on the side of the road, and she's trying to get into people's cars, or at least asking them for a ride or something. And when each person she goes to tells her no, I mean, because she's actually kind of trying to pull on the door handles, um, she says, an expletive, you, to the person who doesn't let her in the car. And she gets to our car, and Jaimie's like, what are you doing? And she didn't reach for the door handle like she did for the other cars, because the traffic had already started moving, thank goodness. And she was just trying to get in people's cars, and then she'd yell F you, she yelled, she basically did that to our car. I'm like, dude, what is your deal? And she's like, she's not wearing, very much clothing, and she's obviously intoxicated. You can tell she was intoxicated. She didn't look injured at all. I mean, if someone's injured, for sure, I'd stop and help them, no doubt about it. I would definitely help. Anyway, that was interesting. So, we're halfway done. Jaimie passed the halfway mark yesterday, and she is on the downhill slope starting today. So we just got done with her radiation appointment for today, and we're halfway done. So very excited about that. She's very excited. We met with the doctor yesterday, and the doctor asked her, just regular questions, how you're doing, what's your symptoms like, what kind of pain are you experiencing, any issues, any questions, and there have been other doctors where they don't really care. You can just tell they don't care. You're just a number, get you through the office and get you going. And you have another set of doctors who actually care. They want to spend time with you. They actually care what you think, how you're feeling, and they're not rushed. They don't seem rushed to get you out. And he's one of those doctors, So we always feel good when we go to talk to him. And he was the one also who alleviated our fears, with the recurrence for the tumor. He's like, guys, I looked at the scans. I really don't believe this is a tumor coming in. I believe it's just inflamed scar tissue. And so, what did Dustin say? Logging in, hearing "F you," not what I expected. That was a trip, man. I couldn't believe what took place back there. Anyway, if you didn't catch that, some lady tried to break into our car at the light, and tried to break into other cars ahead of us. And by the time we got to us, traffic was already moving, and she just said "F you" to Jaimie, because I guess we weren't going to stop and let her in the car. Like that's totally normal, why not? Just stop and let me in. Anyway, so I'm getting my coffee here. I think I'm gonna get an iced coffee today. It's just, I like their iced coffees. No cream, no sugar, just my 1 cup for the day. For how it is. Oh, she's leaving. Hi. You're on this side today.
Yeah, I tend to sneak up on people that way, so I'm like, they can see me better over here.
I just want a medium iced coffee black.
Yeah, for sure. Anything else?
That's it.
Sweet, I'll take care of you up there.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Anyway, I'll tell you more about the doctor in a minute here. I wonder what music they'll have playing today when I pull up. I could think she might have a gunshot wound now. And I'm always carrying a Glock or a gun. If it looks like I'm not carrying, I'm carrying. I'm next in line. But we're halfway done today, so we're really excited about that. Over halfway done. So we are officially on the downslope. And so really excited about that. Yeah, be sure to thumbs up the video. If you're here, thumbs up the video. So today what I want to talk about is, obviously the halfway point, give a Jaimie update, and then also talk about multi-level marketing.
Good morning, how are
Hi.
you?
So I guess you got my order?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Can you get my Americano?
Yeah.
Alright.
How much?
Good.
Three, I'm gonna give you 2 cents. There you go. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Appreciate it.
Stop by.
I don't recognize that song. So, but I'm not really up on pop music these days. Okay, pulling in over to our new spot, and there's a nice bit of shade right there. Okay, so anyway, we went to the doctor yesterday. Every Tuesday is our regular appointment with the doctor, and kind of sits down with us, goes over things. Like I said, he wants to be very thorough. He's very patient and doesn't feel rushed at all. We like this doctor. And so again, he reassured us that he doesn't believe that this is a tumor, the reoccurrence, this bump that Jaimie had coming in. It was about 3 centimeter diameter. And the surgeon, when he looked at it, he was looking at it with an ultrasound. And he thought, it's probably cancer. Maybe it's a tumor. Good chance it's a tumor. What else could it be? But Garner looked at it through the CT scan. He did a CT scan when we first started going there. Then he did a CT scan after the discovery of this new lump or whatever. And he said, guys, I don't think it's a tumor. I think it's just inflamed scar tissue. It doesn't look like a tumor in the CT. So that was something that we were really excited about. Yesterday, after we got to the halfway point, and today past the halfway point, so we're on the downslope, the doctor, asked the questions, looked her over, and said, because I'm with her when we go to those appointments, and he's like, she looks amazing, she looks great, and you're at the point where you start to plateau now, so we're past the 3-week point, and you usually do have some complications at this point, but she doesn't have too many. She doesn't have too many complications, and so she has good time swallowing, and she has to still eat liquids, no solid foods. If she does try to do solid foods, she will gag. She can't swallow solid foods, but she can do liquids, and so she's doing really good on that. And he says, you're looking amazing right now, and the fact that you don't have any trouble swallowing liquids or anything like that, that's fantastic. Her face looked really good. It is red for sure. Her lower jaw and everything, and her neck is very red. But it was definitely it's definitely better than what he sees, and I attribute that. This is where we get into the multi-level marketing nonsense. I attribute the fact that she looks so good to all of the things, the products we're using, the supplements that she's using. She's not on all the supplements anymore because it's just too hard for her to swallow things that are solid. So she does a few pills. Dustin and Weetry are handling drama, looks like. Anyway, I attribute that to all of the supplements we're doing, even though we've greatly reduced a lot of the supplements because of just the fact she has a hard time swallowing solids. But we're still on some supplements. She's doing the ASEA, which I really truly believe in, and it's, like everything on the American Homestead channel, products I try, things like that, it's because of reviews. I always go by reviews. What do the reviews say? What do the people say? And the reviews for ASEA are high. And so we've been doing ASEA since, we heard about cancer. A doctor down in Little Rock recommended ASEA to us, and we have been doing that since. off and on, but we're trying to be more consistent with it the last month or so. And I contacted a distributor because it's a multi-level marketing company. ASEA is spelled ASEA. 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 Yeah, she does lots of smoothies, April. Lots of smoothies. So we're doing, here's the smoothies, mostly the smoothies we're doing. Blueberries, blackberries, some strawberries, dragon fruit, jackfruit, which is amazing, by the way. I just love jackfruit. I've just first time ever tried that. ASEA, yes. ASEA. ASEA. So jackfruit, acacia berry. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what that is. I can't pronounce that. No one can pronounce that word right. Jackfruit, dragon fruit, blueberries, blackberries, and then she has a protein powder she puts in there. Yeah, jackfruit's amazing, right? Yeah. So she's doing lots of smoothies, lots of soups. But the ASEA is something that she does. She drinks ASEA is how it's spelled. Is what she drinks in the morning, and she drinks it at night before she goes to bed. And also she has this cream. It's called Renew Cream by ASEA that she puts on her chin. She rubs. And that's the thing. The doctor's like, wow, your skin looks amazing. It's really red, obviously, but is it itching? She's like, no, I don't have a lot of feeling in my chin anyway. But he's like, wow, your skin looks moist. It doesn't look dry and peeling like a lot of cancer radiation will do. And so I attribute all that. A very good report that the doctor gave. I attribute that, a lot of it, to ASEA. Also, the thrush and some of the other issues that she was having inside her mouth. She was getting infections, and because of, I think it was the oral mucosa that she had developed, you can get infections, and that causes a lot of complications for people with head and neck cancer. And the Nixol took care of that. I mean, Nixol made sure there was not going to be infection. She has Nixol. She's been switching with the Nixol, rinsing her mouth out with it. If there's any bacteria that's causing any infection at all that gets started, it gets knocked out right away by the Nixol. Nixol, thank goodness, is not a multi-level marketing company. That is just an amazing product. We will forever be Nixol fans. And if you want to know how that's spelled, it's Nixall. 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 You always say things 3 times for people to remember it. But ASEA is, and so here's kind of where I'm going to rant. Ready? I did a video not too long ago. Well, it was a couple years ago now, on essential oils, and I believe that the video was called "Why I Hate doTERRA." And it's not that I hate doTERRA. I love doTERRA. They make great products. Young Living makes great products. You always got to say Young Living, because if you say doTERRA makes great products, all the Young Living people get mad. It's like a cult. It really is. It's like a cult. No, Young Living is great. doTERRA is great. I love both those companies. They make great products. However, I hate the fact that it's a multi-level marketing company. It's like the worst thing you could do possible for your product, for your ability out there to get your product into as many hands as possible. If you make a great product, people are going to use it. It's just the way it is. But making it a multi-level marketing company automatically turns people off, including me. Because there's so many multi-level marketing companies out there that are scams. There's a handful of multi-level marketing companies that throughout history have been good companies. What's the one I use? Shackley. They make good products. Okay, they're time tested, approved. People have been using this for decades. Shackley products, but they're a multi-level marketing company. I can't stand that they do that. And so you got to find a distributor to get their products. And on the homestead, we use Shackley's. What is it called? It's a soap. Oh, one of their soaps is really great for wormers, for animals. I can't remember. It's like one of their soaps. It's all plant-based. It's all plant-based soaps. It's a natural soap. I can't remember. Anyway, someone maybe will mention it. Shackley makes a great product for homesteaders, for farmers, that you can use for your animals, for wormers. You put it in their water. It's like a soap. And they drink the water, and it gets rid of any worms, intestinal worms, things like that, parasites that they have in their intestinal tracts. And so, I can't remember the name of it. Basic H. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Basic H. Thank you. So you have Shackley products, you have Young Living, doTERRA, and they make good products, essential oils that have been used basically for thousands of years. And you have ASEA. ASEA is something that I was turned on to this last year when we found out Jaimie had cancer. A doctor recommended it in Little Rock, and we've been using it ever since. And anytime someone recommends something, I try to go home and I do research. And I did research on ASEA, and there was amazing reviews on it. And it seemed like the most consistent thing with ASEA was that you need to be using it for like 2 months before you can really see an effect. So let's just say you have an issue that you would like to see a result from, like you have a health issue you want to alleviate. You need to use it for 2 months before your body really starts to react and your health problem gets better with it. So let's just say it's I don't want to throw something out there, but whatever issue, do your own research. It seemed consistent that you need to use it for like 2 months. And so we've been trying to use this thing consistently now, and we've been using it off and on, but now we're trying to really be consistent because I want to make sure, her body sees the effects. Obviously, the recovery from the radiation, the skin issues, her skin's looking, like I said, looking great, but I attribute that some of it to ASEA because we've been doing it off and on now, and now we're being more consistent about it. Ever since, really March. I think we started using it in March of this year. So anyway, here's going down the road. I contacted a distributor because we bought some from a guy, the doctor. The doctor had a case, and he basically sold us a case of ASEA, and we went through that, and we were running low, and so I wanted to keep using it, and so I contacted the person who he gets it from, and I said, I want to get some ASEA, and she's like, okay, and I told her what she gave me some list of deals that they had. And I said, okay, I want this, deal. It came with like the cream and some the healing cream. I guess it's called Renew. And so I got that because that'd be good for her skin because her skin's gonna be drying out. Bowman 82 asked me again in a minute. So I got the deal, and I paid for it, and then the next thing I know, I'm signed up as a distributor. Like, what? I didn't want to sign up for your multi-level marketing company. I did not want to sign up to be a distributor. I just wanted the ASEA. Give me the product. Do not try to sign me up. But see, that's what happens. We have some friends of ours who do doTERRA and Young Living, and when I need essential oils, we can call them, and they don't try to sign me up as a distributor. They don't try to sign me up for all this other nonsense. I just want the product. I don't want to be. And now I'm getting all these emails saying, "Hey, we want to send you to our next conference," and blah blah blah, and I kind of, I mean, maybe it's too tempting for a distributor who sees. I mean, because let's be honest, if you do any research on my name, because I contacted her through Facebook, and you contact me through Facebook, you look at my profile, you see that I've got a 5,000 friend limit, and it's pretty maxed out. You see that what I work for at American Homestead, which has 130,000 plus likes, and you see that I have a YouTube channel with 80,000 plus subscribers, and you're like, oh, gold mine. And so they think this guy's going to make me a fortune because he's going to try to sell it to all of his people, and then that's going to trickle down to me because that's how multi-level pyramid schemes work. And I'm like, no, that's not how I operate. I'm not going to do that. So don't even try. Well, they basically signed me up. And while I do like ASEA, and I enjoy the reviews, and I believe we are seeing some of the benefits of using that product, I'm not going to get involved with a multi-level marketing company. I'm not going to do it. You're not going to see me doing videos shilling some multi-level marketing company. In fact, I can't stand when people do that. I haven't, because it's all you're in it for is the money, and you're not in it for really the product or the benefit of people. And even if you are, you can't tell you are because you're constantly shilling, whatever company, whatever, so you can make more money and get more distributors under you, because it's just it's a cult. It's a cult. And some of these cults have some truth to them. I mean, like Shackley, they make great products, doTERRA and Young Living make great products. Products that have been used by humanity for thousands of years. And ASEA, I think so far, from what I can tell, makes a great product. I just don't want to be, involved in your multi-level marketing pyramid scheme. I don't know why companies do that. I don't know why. Just so anyway, we haven't gone through all the product that I purchased. Was it a month ago? Yeah, I purchased it about a month ago from ASEA. And because they signed me up, I got an email notification with all the other email notifications about sending me to conferences and all this other nonsense. That, oh, by the way, your next order of ASEA is on its way. I'm like, what? I didn't order another one. In fact, I haven't gone through the stuff you gave me already. Well, it was an automatic purchase. I'm like, oh, that's what Tim, my father-in-law, was asking me the other day. So what did you order for? What did you order for? I don't know, whatever it was. And I said, oh no, that wasn't that. And I can remember. That's what it was. It was the ASEA, because Tim handles all my money. I let Tim. He's good at handling all that stuff, and I don't have to worry about it. So Tim handles all that. And so he's like, what did you order for such and such? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. That was it such and such? And I said, no, that wasn't it. And now it just came to me. It was the ASEA. Because they automatically sign you up, and so I had to log into my account, and then I logged into the account yesterday or day before yesterday, and canceled the automatic subscription, automatic payments, canceled it. I'm like, dude, I'll order it when I want it. Just stop. I just can't stand multi-level marketing garbage. All right, I saw that. Anyway, that's my update. Jaimie's doing great. The doctor said that she's looking great. She's having very little complications so far. I am a little worried about her taste buds. She says nothing tastes right now. She has this craving for apple juice. And it's funny because John and Linda Dilla, who were also going through cancer when they went to the Chipsa Hospital in Mexico, he said he had because he has cancer, the same kind of cancer, he had a desire for grapefruit. And he asked me if she craving anything, and at the time I told him no. And Jaimie is really craving, it seems like, apples now, or apple juice, because she can't have apples. And so I harvested a bunch of carrots from my garden, and one of you guys recommended doing carrot juice and orange juice as a really good cancer thing. And I looked it up, and yeah, there's a lot of people who like using carrots and orange juice for cancer patients who have a hard time swallowing, and people find it very beneficial. I think it's very healthy. Carrots, by the way, if you didn't know, have been known as a medicine throughout history, not as a food. It's only recently that people have been using carrots as food, but it was always used traditionally by a lot of people as medicine. So anyway, I got the carrots. I harvested a bunch of carrots. I grew in my garden, pulled them out of the garden. Didn't have any oranges because we don't live in Florida. So went to the store, got some orange juice, and made that. But Jaimie also said, hey, can you get some apple juice? So I started making it with apple juice and carrot juice, 50-50 or something like that. And she's like, I don't taste the apple. I'm like, okay, so put a little more apple juice in it. I still don't taste the apple. I'm like, all right, well, I got a new cup, put some apple juice in it. She's like, it doesn't taste like apple. So her taste buds are kind of out of whack right now, and I'm hoping that's going to recover. I hope that's not a new normal. That's one of the things but everything else is looking really good. We're at the halfway point. We're over the halfway point, and the doctor is impressed with how her skin is looking, and attributing a lot of that to just got here. Did you go to the dance party coffee shop? Yeah, I did. Sorry, we missed it. Farm alarm. So we're over the halfway point, and she's looking great. Doctor thinks she's looking great, and that's all great. And then the multi-level marketing stuff, I'm really liking the ASEA. I'm thinking that's helping her look really good. I'm thinking that's one of the reasons the doctor says she looks so good is the ASEA. I just hate the fact that some really good products out there are multi-level marketing products, and kind of just makes me angry. That's all. Yeah, chemo makes everything taste like metal. Well, she's not on chemo. She did one round of chemo, and she's like, I'm done with that. And besides, the other two doctors, the radiation oncologist and the surgeon, said she didn't need chemo for her cancer. I think that they were just trying to get her on that because they wanted money. And they knew the insurance would pay for it. So she took one round of chemo and barely made it to all of her radiation appointments. So I'm like, what? Anyway, we stopped it. And things did kind of taste messed up. Like metallic for her, when she was doing that. So anyway, that's the video today. And I was we'll go see what your comments are. I saw some really good questions for the comments. I'll go through those. But if you have questions, I'll go through those now. But things are looking good. And I just had to rant a little bit about the multi-level marketing. Warren Buffett said multi-level marketing and direct marketing are the future. Yeah, you know why? Because he's a business owner. And business owners make bank on multi-level marketing. That's why they do it. So, someone comes up with a product, they come up with a marketing idea of a product, and then they're approached by a marketing firm who says, hey, have you ever thought about multi-level marketing? And they show them the potential of what they could make. It's not only the potential of what the business owner can make, it's also the potential of what the marketing firm who runs it can make. It's bank. Big bucks. And so that's why they do it. And so, yeah, Warren Buffett would say multi-level marketing is the future because he has made millions on multi-level marketing schemes. He may be behind ASEA and Young Living, or you don't know who the financiers or the marketing firms are, who owns the marketing firms who are pushing these products on the public. And some of them are scams. Many of them, there's a video out there who even used me in my doTERRA video. I think it was the title of the video was multi-level marketing is like a cult, or all the reasons why multi-level marketing is like a cult. And I agree with the video 100%. Even though they used me to push their idea, they took a snippet of one of my videos, the doTERRA video that I did, to prove their point. I totally agree with their point. However, I don't agree with them on the fact that, they say that essential oils are a scam. Essential oils have been used for thousands of years, and essential oils have been proven to work. Not by the pharmaceuticals, but people have been using them for thousands of years, and the reason why they've used them for thousands of years is because they work. Arkansas area, where's a good place to start out? Or Tennessee or Missouri. Kian works for Hobart and can transfer. City folks here never live in the country. Best thing I can do, I can give you, Megan Becker, go watch. I have a playlist called Homesteading 101 on my American Homestead YouTube channel. Go watch that playlist. It gives you a great place to start and some, bottom line things. It's not too detailed of videos. They're short videos. And they're bottom line. Okay, here's what you need to do. If you're starting out homesteading, you're from the city, you've never lived in the country before, you never really lived in a rural area, start there. Okay, and then go watch those videos. Get 1% off your order if you sign up for auto ship. Exactly. Yeah, thumbs up the video. That's a loaded question that would take a lengthy answer. Bowman82. I didn't know what his answer question was. That always happens when we at least expect keeping it real. Super stoked for Sukkot. Yeah, Sukkot's coming up. Sign up. We sold out. We know it's free to come, right? So I always say sold out, but it was filled up within an hour, less than an hour and a half. It was filled up less than in an hour and a half yesterday. I put it online, and in less than an hour and a half, it was all filled up. Laugh out loud, Zach. We are on the YouTube channel. I know we are. But if you go to my YouTube channel, because you may be watching this, I don't know how else you'll be watching this. Maybe someone posted it on social media. Go to my YouTube channel, An American Homestead. There's a playlist, Homesteading 101. Start there. I know, Pamela, there's just so much. I don't know, Bowman, I don't know what you just like to be prepared. You want to be prepared for cancer? Eat healthy, stay away from drugs, okay? Stay away from excess smoking and alcohol. Don't be a drunk. Don't smoke like a choo-choo train. And you'll drastically reduce, your chances of getting cancer. That's basically it. It's these people who smoke 2 packs a day, who are always drinking, and they're alcoholics, and and people who are stressed out. We think that was one of the reasons Jaimie got cancer, is because her stress. Of the event of my son, who was in the ICU for a week. He was in a bicycle accident, lost his spleen, and so that was the big issue. Okay, we can get rid of John O'Neill. Yeah, sleep a lot. Get good sleep. Getting in for Sakota is definitely a challenge. Benjamin Turner, we're going to miss you guys this year, because I know you got another little one on the way. And so it's just not possible to be here, but we're going to miss Benjamin Turner. So I watched Ben Turner's video yesterday. Me and Jaimie were in the car driving, and we watched his garden tour with him and his wife giving the tour of the garden. Really cool video. Check it out. Check out his channel if you haven't already yet, and subscribe to it. That was good. That was cool. The Malabar spinach. The Malabar spinach will take over. It's like a mint. Okay, it will take over. And I grew it a couple years in the aquaponics. The reason I stopped growing it is because no one liked it except me, and I didn't even really like it all that much. It was kind of gooey. It wasn't like regular spinach. It definitely didn't taste like spinach. It was okay. It didn't taste bad. It just wasn't that great. And no one else liked it. I sort of liked it, but no one else in the house liked it. You have peach trees in Michigan. Don't do peach trees in Michigan. Cut down the peach trees, put apples. Your apples should do better. Apples are good for Michigan. Pears maybe, but peach trees, peach trees are more for the South. But it was a good video, and Allison shares his clip we got too. Yeah. We heard lots of people who had amazing results with Lyme disease because they did vitamin C therapy, like Jaimie's doing. So Jaimie's doing a lot of vitamin C therapy, and people who have Lyme disease come in there. Here we don't have Lyme disease in the South. We have Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and it's kind of like a lot of the same symptoms, but different. Technically there is no Lyme disease in Arkansas, but they have Rocky Mountain spotted fever, so it's kind of the same thing. They just call it different. But look at vitamin C therapy, vitamin C IVs. But the due date is the second day of Sukkot. Yeah, we'll all be celebrating. Yeah. The video was cool. You had a lot of cool stuff in your video, and you were looking for mulch. The one thing I was thinking about when I was watching your video, because people are like, "Where can I get mulch?" And you're like, "Well, I'm not in a rural area, so it's hard to get mulch." Actually, you can get it a lot easier if you have a place to do it. And I don't know if your neighborhood will let you do this or not, but like out here where I live, so far I can't do this. But if you call the tree service companies, they're always looking for places to dump mulch. And if you put, a lot of times, sometimes neighborhood zoning won't allow you to do it, or neighborhood, what's those agreements that you have in neighborhoods? I forgot what that's called. Homeowners associations, right? If sometimes homeowners associations won't let you do this, but if they don't say anything about it, there's no rules against it. Call the tree service companies and ask them to put you on their list of drop-offs. And whenever they're in the area, they'll look who's in the area, and then if they mulch something, they'll just drop off a load of mulch in your driveway, and then you can shovel it and put it on your garden. And then just tell them, hey, I don't need any more for a certain amount of time. And then call them when you want to be back on the list. And then they'll do that. A lot of people do that. And for suburban areas or urban areas, that is something, because trees are always getting blown down in storms. Trees are always getting cut because of the power lines, and they need a place to drop off these trees, the mulch, because they mulch them right there on the spot, and then they need a place to dump them. And sometimes the places that they have to dump them, they charge money. And so they'd rather find people who would use it for gardens or whatever. It's free to just go there, drop it off, and be done with it. They don't have to pay any money to get rid of it. Romeo Peach District down the road is famous for its peaches, so we gave it a try. They're probably are they using chemicals? You gotta be doing something. Peaches are not normal in Michigan. Yeah, apples will be better, I think, up there. I can't grow apples here because we have too much cedar rust, and there's a lot of orchards around the area, apple orchards, and people say, oh, they've been there for 50 years. Well, they're all dying. It's just not. They have to really work hard to keep them going. County had a program that would give us the dump mulch, but we think they may have discontinued. We don't have a neighborhood association. Oh, that's cool. Of any gatherings to go down south. This is our first year. There's lots. And, man, you should see the comments I got for people who are like, Zach, why aren't you letting singles come to your Sakote? I'm like, there's lots of Sakotes. You got, just in our immediate, 100-mile radius area, you have Monte Judah, you have Seasons of Our Joy, you have Eliah, there's a number of them. There's lots of them in my area, like in a 100-mile radius area. Just like, and there will be thousands of people. There will be 1,000 people probably at Monte Judas. There will be 1,000 people at Season of Our Joy. There will be probably several hundred, if not 500, at Eliah, I think. But there's some really big Sakotes, in the Midwest, in the Ozarks, even in Oklahoma. I think there's at least 2 in Oklahoma that's probably going to have like 1,000 people. So, I mean, I'm only going to have 100. If you're looking for love, mine is not the place to go, because you're not going to have that much, options. Even if I let singles come in, it's like, and people are really upset at me. I don't get it. Tree service is a good idea. That's how the county used to work, and we got it for a few years. Anyway, yeah, check out Benjamin Turner's channel. He's got a new garden tour on there. What is cedar rust? Oh, it's an apple tree killer, and you'll notice it on your cedars before you notice it on your apple trees. Like we had the fungus on our cedar trees about a year ago, and I saw it. I mean, and our apple trees are still growing, thank goodness. But I don't give much hope for them. They're still new. We haven't had a lot of apples yet. Zach is not the Woodstock of Sakote. Yeah. There are a lot bigger Sakotes, funner Sakotes, where you can, find your love interest if that's what you want. Yeah. I feel like if I use your place as a buffer, maybe I won't meet so many psychopaths. So this is one of the questions I get from people who have other Sakotes, because I have said before in my videos, we've never really had a bad Sakote. We have had a few odd families show up, a time or two, but we've never had major drama or major issues. And we have had other people ask me, Zach, how come you have good Sakotes? Like, we have Sakotes and there's always drama, there's always psychopaths who show up at our Sakotes. I attribute that to a number of things. Number one, I only allow families. Okay, see, that right there eliminates half of them. Because, all right, when me and my wife met, we met in a singles group at a church. Okay, and many of the people who were in that single, because we were in our mid to late 20s. Okay, I think I was in my late 20s. I was past 25. We went to a Baptist church singles group, and I just started going there because I was in college. I went to college late because I was in the military first, and I went to community college after that. And by the time I went to college in Florida, I had a few years on me. I still wasn't married, and so I met my wife in a singles group, Parkway Baptist Church, and at that church, there was a good-sized singles group. Most of these people, you could look around and see why they weren't married. I'm just going to say that. You could tell why some of them weren't married. After you got to know them a little bit, they were like, "You're a little odd. There's some, you have your own little issues. There's reasons why some people get married later than others. And for some people, it's just life. For me, it was just life. I was in the military. I got out, went to community college, had a couple jobs. It was a .com bust. I never really met someone that I really wanted to marry. I could have got married earlier. I was engaged to someone while I was in the military, and that didn't work. Military just has its way about that. It doesn't work out that way. So, but yeah. And so there were just some odd people. If you're married and you only allow people who are married to come to your Sukkot, there's at least evidence of someone who loves that other person. Okay? I mean, someone in this world loves you enough to, marry you and stay with you long enough for you to have children. Okay? Doesn't mean that you can still find weirdos who are married. I mean, trust me. But it greatly reduces the possibility that you're a psychopath, because someone in the world loves you enough to stay with you long enough for you to have children together. Okay? I mean, that's just reality. So I limit it to families. And to be honest with you, a lot of the people, if you go back to that video where I announced the Sukkot sign up coming up, a lot of the people who were ridiculing me couldn't even spell words right. They're ridiculing me and they can't spell. That's it right there. It just tells you I made the right choice. So that's number one, families. That eliminates about half of the psychopaths right there. The other way I eliminate the psychopaths is that psychopaths can't stay on task. You can't. A real psychopath cannot stay focused on target. And so what I do when I announce that I'm going to be letting the registration go up, I don't tell people when I'm going to do that. I say sometime in the near future, the sign up will be released online. And so you know what the people who really want to go, you know what they do? The people who really want to go, you know what they do? They sit there at the computer, these families, and they refresh the screen every 10 minutes or so. They have to keep their computer open because why do they want to go? Number one, why do they have that much commitment? Because they know it's free, and Sukkots can be expensive. If you go to Monte Judah Sukkot, a family of 4 will cost you over $1,000. I'm checking all day. So, that's how you know they're normal, because it's free. And a lot of families who in the Hebrew roots, the Torah people, where I come from, in this environment, they have large families. They take seriously the whole thing, go forth and multiply. They let the father decide, what the family is going to be. So, things happen naturally. They have large families, and the prospect of going to a Sukkot that's going to be for a family of 4 over $1,000, no, they can't do that. And so they're serious about wanting to do Sukkot. They're serious about not paying that kind of money to go to a Sukkot, go to a free place where they can fellowship and just let their guard down, because that's one of the biggest things about life. Even the world today, even a Christian can't walk out in the world and just not have their guard up. It's crazy. So that's it right there. You eliminate half the psychopaths by saying families, because a family gives evidence for the fact that someone in this world loves you enough to stay with you long enough that you can have children together. You eliminate half the psychopaths right there. Then you eliminate the other half of the psychopaths by telling people, or not telling people, when the sign-up's going to be. Because someone who can stay focused, who can stay on target, who can make this a priority in their life to go to a place where it's not going to cost them a boatload of money to enjoy a commanded feast in the Bible, well, all they have to do is stand there by the computer, hit refresh. A psychopath won't do that. Psychopaths won't do it. They can't stay focused long enough. So that's how people say, Zach, you know, we've done Sukkot a couple times. We've done it at like parks or campgrounds, and we always get some real weirdos. I could tell you some of the phone calls from some of the famous, I wouldn't say famous within our circles, of people who call me up and say, Zach, you know, how do you do this? You do it every year, and you say you've never had a bad year. And that's good. That's true. We've always had good years, you know. In fact, every year seems better than the last. And there's been a couple times where there's been a few families who are a little strange. But, you know, no psychos. You know, no major drama. And everyone seems to really have a really good time. The reason is the way I keep the sign up. And it's not that I learned, I just figured that out to begin with. You know, I know that if you're married, there's, you know, you know, like I said, it goes back to that singles group. Jaimie, when she went to that singles group, she looked around and she's like, there ain't nobody here I'd want to marry, because they all have major baggage, major issues, or they're just not right in the head. That's why they're single. That's why they're single. And then I showed up. We met at a singles event at Cocoa Beach. The Baptist church was in Orlando, and they were doing a singles retreat at Cocoa Beach, and it was like the first time I had really started to get involved there, and that's where I met her, and that's where we met. And she's like, oh, this guy's new. Who's this? I didn't have a beard back in those days. And she could tell that I was normal, or halfway normal. But you mod for Zach, can you get me in? Oh no. We go camping with just us, only weirdo is me. Hey, if we treat everyone wants to come, she can come. She, you know, she's just, you know, that's fine. Some people in Torah be like, let us go out to the woods and drink this organic Kool-Aid. Ryan, with your utility trailer. Yeah, Ryan was worried about getting his trailer up the hill. I'm like, I have a tractor, I'll get it up the hill. It's not a camping trailer, it's like a utility trailer. Wish we could go. Kian was booked on vacation days. They sit at a computer screen and refresh your website all day long. Well, it's because, again, priorities, focused. Yeah, that makes them normal. They know how to stay focused. Someone's calling me. I think it's Chris Haas. I don't want to answer it on camera. Hold on. Chris Haas isn't on social media, so he doesn't know that I'm online. For those of you who don't know, that's Shalom Makers. Shalom Makers. I will call him back in a minute because I'm about done here anyway. For the sudden registration, mystery solved. Yeah. How did you know I did that? All right. Shalom. Yeah, I'll call him back. I'm bringing the 4x4 4Runner. It'll make it up the hill. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you do that, then you'll make it up. If you got 4x4, you'll make it. No problem. No problem. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I got some errand run around I gotta do. Jaimie's got me the new shopping list, so I gotta go ahead and get all that stuff. So yeah, everyone misses Shalom Acres for sure. He's not really keen about doing videos again. I'm not sure. I keep bugging him to do videos. So all right, guys, I'll let you guys go. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you all later. All right, guys, see you next time in Homestead. Bye.